So a couple of days ago, I was playing in a qualifying tournament for the Chess Olympics. Now, what exactly is the Chess Olympics? I don't really know. It's kind of a new thing, but it's the Olympics and it's chess. And I was trying to qualify. So I was playing in an arena tournament on chess.com. Now, an arena tournament, if you're not familiar, you can get what are called win streaks. And if you win multiple games in a row, you get bonus points every time you win. So the longer you can keep a win streak going, the better chance you have to win the tournament. You can keep racking up those points as you keep winning. Now, in this particular tournament, I was on a win streak. And while I was on that win streak, I played against this 1600 rated player who absolutely destroyed me. And it's funny because I didn't realize that they destroyed me when I was playing the game. I thought they were making some questionable moves, but then I ended up losing and I didn't really understand why. And it was because it was Stockfish. And you can see the accuracy here, 97.3. I played 85. I thought I played a pretty nice game. Accuracy of 85 in a 3-minute game is not bad, right? Now, to be completely honest, they didn't ruin my life, but they did ruin my tournament. And I was pretty upset for a few days. Okay. And just so you know, I missed qualifying for the tournament by 1 point, which if I had my win streak, probably would have made it. Anyway, let's take a look at this game and see how this 1600 rated player destroyed me. So here we go. They played the move d3. Now, this should have been a sign right away. Like, wait a minute, what is this? Right? That's a weird move. But let's keep going. e5, g3. And I thought, okay, so they just like to play the King's Indian. That's why they played d3. Not a big deal. Okay, let's go. f6. I captured it. And my plan was, if they take me, I'm going to go ahead and take here, trade, go into an endgame where they can't castle, and I thought that seemed fine. Queen to a4, knight to c6, they captured, queen to d6. Now, what I wanted to do was play bishop to e6, gain control of this diagonal, and gain a tempo on the queen. Knight to c3, bishop to e6. Well, that's what I did. Queen to a4, and I dropped the queen back because I felt like the queen just didn't really need to be on d6. It felt like it was a target, right? Like this. And a lot of times, this battery here is actually a good thing to do against the King's Indian setup. You can get rid of that annoying bishop. And also, it sort of breaks the pin here on my knight, so that if I need to move my knight for some reason, I can, whereas before it was pinned. So I thought, okay, queen to d7. Oh, and it lets my bishop out as well. So a lot of reasons for that move. Okay, bishop to g2, bishop to c5, knight comes in, I drop back, and at this point, I didn't suspect anything. I'm thinking I'm just playing a 1600. All right, b4, and that was kind of like interesting move. Like, why aren't we castling? Why aren't we developing a p? Like, what's going on here? Okay, knight to e7, bishop to e3, castled. Feeling like it's a normal game. The knight comes in. All right, I traded it. Usually you don't want to give up your bishop against the fianchettoed bishop here, because then this bishop is like super strong. Nothing can oppose it. Whereas I like having the option to come down here and trade it off. So I said, let me give up this bishop and keep this one. So I traded it. Bishop comes in. Rook comes over. b5. All right, a great move, attacking my knight. And I went back because where else am I going to go? I can't go here or here. I get captured. If I go here, it looks like I'm getting captured and then the bishop's coming down. So I thought, all right, I got to go back. Knight takes e5. And this is where I remember thinking, what is my opponent doing? Because, yes, I see that if I take this, he's going to get my rook. But I felt like giving up that bishop, the king was going to get into trouble, right? So I took it. And then I played bishop to d5 because I'm thinking, all right, he's going to take my rook. I'm going to take his bishop, and I'm going to have this guy, and I'm going to go after the king, right? We'll see what happens. He takes it. I take it. And then he castles. And I remember thinking, what? No way. No way. Because it looks like, wait a second. There's queen to d5. There's checkmate. I'm attacking the bishop. And I almost played that. But then I noticed that if I play queen to d5, there's queen c4. It actually pins my queen and forces a queen trade. And then it's going to be hard to win because I'm not going to be able to attack the king without my queen. So I decided, you know what? Let me go here instead and attack it this way. My opponent plays f3. Just real casually, f3. Look at the time. I'm getting destroyed on the clock here against a 16 underrated player, right? He just blocks it off. And I still at this point was thinking like, oh, there's got to be some way to break through here. So I brought my knight in, trying to, create a threat here. bring more pieces towards the action. Rook to f2. Queen to c4 check. Takes my pawn. Well, you know, like, nothing's happening. He's just going to take my pawn. No, not worried about the king at all. And I mean, why should he be? Stockfish is defending, right? So I'm like, I'm going to keep bringing over my pieces. I still don't think I realized here that I was playing a cheater. Actually, I didn't realize the whole game until later. I got the message from chess.com saying, hey, you played a cheater. Here are your points back and whatever. Anyway, he just captured here. And I remember thinking, like, how can this person do this? Just completely ignore the king and just take all these pawns. And yet, that's what they did. They played e4, took that, and they just pushed this guy. And I'm like, what is happening? You know, I have 16 seconds. I don't really have a ton of time. And so we had to go into this end game, and I tried to hold on. I'm about to run out of time. Look at this move. Look at this nice finish here, and it's over. It's over. Performance rating for me, 2,400. Performance rating for my opponent, 2,800. And I showed you the accuracy earlier, 97 accuracy, no mistakes, brilliant moves. That's what it feels like when a cheater ruins your life. No, not really, but I mean, messed up my chances for qualifying. I was not a happy camper, but it's part of, you know, online chess these days. It happens from time to time. At least I got my points back and the person's account was closed, but still makes me sad. And yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the last time you played a cheater. All right, guys, take it easy, stay sharp, play smart, and take care.